Some groundbreaking cannabis research is being done right here in Buffalo. As News 4's Jen Shantz shows us, a new development could change both the medical and agricultural game in a big way.
It's happening right in downtown Buffalo when it could change the way we use cannabis. Dr. Paul Rushton is the vice president of plant biotechnology at the 22nd Century Group out of Clarence. In this tiny lab tucked within the medical corridor, he's turning a big page.
We've learned a lot of really important things. The main one is that the cannabinoid biosynthetic pathway is something that we can manipulate.
That means Dr. Rushton can get rid of THC, the psychoactive component of marijuana. This is a big discovery because physicians and health policy experts say THC is one of the reasons marijuana remains a Schedule I drug, according to the DEA. The Schedule I list is reserved for the most addictive and dangerous substances like heroin. As long as marijuana is still on that list, obtaining federal funding to study it is nearly impossible.
There's no federal funding, so that means the universities really are not able to do very much work on it because they don't have the money, even though they maybe have a license to do it.
A lot of the cannabis research 22nd Century Group does is in Canada due to strict rules in the U.S. about the handling of cannabis. But Rushton, who studied molecular biology at Cambridge, says studying the tobacco plant has been a helpful alternative.
A lot of the principles are similar, and in Buffalo we're using the tobacco plant as a sort of surrogate so that we can actually look at some of the enabling technologies in cannabis in a plant that we're allowed to grow in our labs in downtown Buffalo.
Just as Dr. Rushton is able to rid cannabis of THC, he can cut down the nicotine in tobacco through essentially the same process. But it's not just the medical world Dr. Rushton is hoping to influence.
I'm convinced that industrial hemp is going to the next big crop in this country, something to rival soybean. But the problem is you can only grow it and then harvest it if the level of THC is below 0.3%. Otherwise, you have to throw away your crop.
This breakthrough, he says, has the potential to bring industrial hemp into the hands of Western New York farmers. He and his team are still in the initial stages of their research, but feel this is an important first step in making both medical and industrial cannabis more accessible. Reporting in Buffalo, Jen Shantz, News 4.